It's hooked up to T2. Got a couple things going on. One was the doorbell was sticking. Another is the plate here has come out. So I'm going to reinsert the plate. This little deal needs to be squeezed up inside there all the way around, and then it inserts on the plate. A little tricky with one hand, but there we go. Do it with two hands. Good try. Okay, got it pulled up and through there, and now I just need to go through the deal. There we go. And now we're good there. But this armature is kind of messed up. Might work with some lube, but we can also just switch it to T2. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I'm at T1.
I'm going to take the wire and move it over to this one instead. Affecting it at the transformer. So that's odd. The button was stuck in, so I have a new button. And normally, if we touch these two, we'd get it to ring. But that's not happening, so let's see what's going on. In this unit, the transformer is right here. So this should be mounted in there to fix that up. Got something else going on here with the red wire. So it looks like they had trouble at one point with the thermostat, so there's a second red wire run. So I need to test if we have power here and go from there. Okay, so testing our transformer here. First, I'm just going to use the non-contact voltage detector. We do have power, and then I'm going to check volt AC here. And volt AC, we should have about 24 volts. At 0.6, that's not right. 1 volt. It seems like we have a bad transformer. Okay. And I'm going to bridge the leads from the doorbell. Check it now, and that's probably how we burnt out on this one. Volts AC, 0.2, 0.4. I think we got a bad transformer. Okay, and I just turned off all the breakers to make it safer. We need to remove our plate anyway, so. Loosen this screw, and I think this top one will probably have to remove all the way, unless it's a slotted. Oh, maybe it is a slot. Wow, this screw does not want to turn. Explain why this is here this way. Wow. Okay, well, let's see if I can turn this puppy out. good idea to double check this with the non-contact voltage detector. Just verify the power's out. Rework that. Okay. Since that other screw won't work, it is what it is. There's our neutral wire. There's our hot wire. Thing's been painted. We'll remark our which might not matter, maybe that's the one probably doesn't matter. And I should take off our low voltage before I get too far. Going to the center, and this one's going to the 16 volts. So that one's to the center, that one to the 16 volts. Okay, and we'll mimic that on our new one. So the black one's going to the center, that's our load, and this white one going to the 16 volts. Hot wire. There's the neutral. Okay. Okay, got our new deal mounted to the plate. And we'll make this much better. And there's also ground wire, so let's see if I can find. If I have it ground from here, I do. Right here. I need to pull that out so that I can get to it. Come on, bugger. Just enough to wrap so that it's a bare wire anyway, so okay. So now we'll pass our wiring through. Now I need to pass the net over that. And this is where it's going to be a little bit tricky. And now I need to thread the nut on the back. This proper. Come on, buddy. And you guys probably couldn't see that much, but it's on there now, how it should be. I'll get another shot of it. There we go. So at least now it's nice and secure. Okay. And I should really be recording with this camera. Try to give you guys a better view. Shed some light on it. Okay. So now we've got our ground wire strip and wrap. It's just a bare wire anyway, so it won't matter too much. Oh, now it comes off. Well, now I can strip that ground wire easier. Now we can see what's going on inside there. And now I can run to that bare wire. Much easier. There's our bare wire end. But now we're secured here, nice and strong. On this one, our 16 volts is on the right side. So I'm just going to put a little dot just for myself. Because once I put it up there, it's going to be a little hard for me to see. So I'm going to secure that ground wire better. I'm glad that thing didn't fall in my face. Could have lost teeth on that one. And I need another wire nut. Oh, I'm making a mess over here. Is. And hook up the neutral. Turned in a bit more of a project than I thought it was going to be. That's how it is sometimes. It's ground. Yeah, my theory is that the button got stuck in and wore out the old transformer. Okay, now we're gonna put everything back in the box. All of these are regular voltage wires. And we're going to try to reset our plate, which got bent previously. There we go. And now we're going to try to bend it back and get it over our deal. Okay. And there, then my arm's a chance to regroup. Push this one over so that it's over the plate a little bit better. My meter just turned off. That's okay. Okay. Now we've got our load wire going to the front. Now I'm wishing I had loosened that before I put it on. Oh gosh. Why? Oh gosh. This is crazy. There we go. Been sitting in my shop for a while, so. But note to self, loosen those wires before you mount it. Oh gosh. And note to everybody else too. You'll save yourself a lot of trouble to loosen it when you've got it down in your hand. Oh, jeez. Afraid it's gonna strip before I get it. This is a rough one. I hate to take it back off. I can't seem to get up there. Oh, jeez. Let's see if we can pull it back down. Okay. Now I should be able to get a better angle on it. Theory. Silly thing. Oh gosh, can't get it. Yay. Okay. That was crazy and unnecessary, but okay. Unnecessary necessity. What can I say? You guys have been there, I'm sure. While I'm here, I got this off. Should secure this better. Back. Okay. keep it from moving around at all. There we go. Okay, now we're in there nice and solid, and we're ready, okay? So our white wire goes to the 16 volts terminal. There we go. And our black wire to our load. Okay, and that's our transformer. And we have the red wire option if that proved necessary. Okay, now we're ready to test. I'm going to turn the power back on. Take you over there. Okay. That turns the AC back on, so we're ready for that. Okay. There's our doorbell. And now we'll touch the leads together. We have power, but no bell. So, I think we need a new doorbell. You can see the little spark. And my meter, volts AC. Now we can check our volts AC theory. $18 volts. So, okay. So at least we've restored power. Now we need a new doorbell. And a button. bad point in that wire, so I'll get rid of that. Nice fresh spot. This one's a lighted doorbell, so it's kind of cool. Okay, so that's good. And now we'll feed our wires on in. And kind of squeezing this down and putting it in. As we push it in, just like so. I want to make sure it doesn't stick. It doesn't. So that's good. And this plate, well, it is what it is. Okay. Instead of a new doorbell, what we're going to try is moving this over to the one side, because we saw that this deal is kind of messed up. So at least on this doorbell, the T probably stands for times, and there's a 1 and a 2. Now I'm going to move it to the 1, which would normally be for like a back door, and the T2 would normally be used for a front door, so it would give 2 rings of the bell, and then for a back door setup, 1 ring of the bell. So on this one, I really don't need the second one. So let's see if we can fix this up. All right. So we'll move those so they're not touching the plate. And we'll go touch the wires together. See what happens. Now the button, all it does is touch the wires together. Doorbell's fixed. Now I just need to replace the button, and that'll be that. It's not the nicest sound. Nicest sounding bell. I think that's because this part is not seated all the way. There we go. There we go. And that should make it a little bit better. So, try again. Okay. And that's reasonable. Yep. This is signifying 1 bell and 2 bells. But again, this side's messed up. And I could change out the doorbell. But never use oil or grease on plungers. Written in there. So using spray lube, they don't want you doing that. All right. Okay, so that's fixed, but it's not the best sounding. Now I have another doorbell that should sound better. Problem is, I don't have a cover for it. It's different profile. So the question is, if I can reuse the old one, it appears that I can, then I can go ahead and clean this out. So I'll do that. I don't think there's much reason to record it. It's just the 2 wires and then the 2 mounting screws. So. The wire is disconnected, the deal off. The neutral just passes straight through and it connects all the way through on one wire. And then the other wires, this one's T1, so I probably should label that somehow. What? A little mark right on the deal. I don't think it's critical, but there it is. Okay, now pull these through. I need both hands. Okay, fortunately I had a little tiny wire nut, so I was able to pull that through and just got my screws started. So we can get this going. Well, So that's easy enough. Seat it nice and straight. Yeah, I may need to come back and touch up the paint, but I also may be able to just set it a certain way. There's the one from our transformer, and there's the front one. It doesn't really matter, it just bridges the connection across inside, so anyway.
Some doorbells, instead of T1 and T2, they'll say an F and a B or front and back. Just the same thing.
What I'm trying to say is polarity is not really an issue here.
2 chimes or 1 chime. Front or back.
And it doesn't even get power until we push the deadbolt. Until we push the doorbell button. You know what I mean. There we go. Straighten that out, make it nice and neat. And now our other side. Same deal, and we're in. And now we'll position our wires where they're not going to touch the plate and they're not going to interfere with the plunger. Oop. Okay, there we go. Wired and ready. Let's hear how it sounds. Oh, that's much better. All right, now for the cover plate. Let's see how it's set. Perfect. That'll work. Nice. We're all set. This, I just need a little touch-up paint right here. No big deal. We're all set. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Over and out. That's a complete doorbell rework. And this whole ordeal was probably caused by a sticking doorbell, and that the button got stuck in and it just continued to buzz. Eventually burned out the transformer, and the one plunger also burned out or malfunctioned. Anyway, it's all good now. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Over and out.